Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called When Will the Real Estate Market Collapse? Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure you click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. I'd also like to tell you about a service called HollywoodIsCalling.com. It's a great service that allows you to purchase your live phone calls from your favorite celebrities for just $19.95. So give it a try. HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now, let's get started. Now that the economic lockdowns from the pandemic are being lifted, the question everybody has is, when will the real estate market collapse? Today, we're going to answer that question. When and how fast real estate prices collapse will depend on several factors. The first is where you live, because some areas are affected differently than others. Take Florida, for example. There are tons of individuals and professional investment companies flooding into the state of Florida and bidding up the prices of homes, but all of that will change once certain things happen. For example, when the stock market collapses like it did in 2008, then you'll see interest rates rise. And when that happens, then you'll see fewer and fewer people able to afford a home. So the market for homes will cool off and prices will start going down again. Another thing that will cause prices to go down is if the prices for rents start declining. If that happens and people start comparing the price of ownership to rental, and they then decide to rent instead of buy, then that pressure will start driving down home prices. If the stock market collapses like it did in '08, and the unemployment levels for high-paying subsistence level jobs remains high, then that will cause prices to go down as well. Remember, when it comes to real estate, it's not the amount of jobs out there that matter, but rather the amount of subsistence level, high paying jobs that matter. If you're making minimum wage at some store, then you're not really going to be bidding on homes for a while, at least until your income improves. One thing that could impact this is the effect that potential future pandemics will have on everything in the real estate market. Right now, there are millions of people who are behind on their mortgages and their rent payments. How is this going to be resolved? Well, in California, the governor has announced that he's going to start paying people's back rent. He's going to take care of those landlords who have been struggling for so long by not receiving their rent payments for more than a year. But if we're hit with another lockdown, then what happens? Is anybody going to go out shopping for a home if they lose their jobs again? Also, right now, prices are rising in lots of markets. At what point do people see these inflated prices and decide to just tap out and say they're not interested in buying a home anymore because the prices are just too unrealistic? The one thing we can tell you about the current market is that we've never seen anything like it, and neither has anybody else. Millions of people have stopped paying their rent and their mortgages, yet real estate prices are still climbing aggressively. Normally, something like that would cause a slowdown in the real estate market, but for some reason, even though so many people are broke and the real estate market is still super hot. Homes are selling like crazy. It's so crazy, in fact, that a lot of sellers are now insisting that buyers waive the appraisal contingency and agree to buy the house out of pocket no matter what the house appraisal comes back for. That means that if you agree to buy a house selling for $500,000 and the appraisal comes back at $400,000, then you have to come up with $100,000 cash and you have to pay it. You're locked in. That's a scary proposition for people because in this market, you just never know. And if you don't move fast, then one of the other 6 people who are also bidding on that same home may agree to that crazy contingency. So if you're in the market to buy or sell your house, then make sure you do your research and talk to a number of realtors about the best course of action. With that, I want to thank you for watching. I want to tell you that we're going to have more great celebrity interviews and more breaking news stories coming up in the future. So we encourage you to subscribe to our free channel, click on the notification bell, and you'll be able to get notified every time we post a new episode. Thank you for watching, and we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.